How we clash, all the feelings don't last. Every time I'm with you, emotions go fast. The way that we push us, like we're on the edge. Caught up in the thrill, can't keep up with the pain. Inside with love, we rise and fall. 2009, we're risking it all. Light up through the flame, let it to lose. To between our hearts, which have to choose. The walls we built, they whisper secrets untold. And the bird we speak, the story repeated and so. Caught in the cycle, it's a wild ride. Inside our minds, emotions will lie. We rise and fall. 2009, we're risking it all. Let it to lose. Yeah. Switch paths to choose.
Chapter 4. A dangerous encounter. The ship lurched violently, throwing Lani against the console. Sparks cascaded from above as the emergency lights painted the cockpit in a frantic red. "Lani, stay with me!" Prax shouted, steadying her with a strong hand on her arm. His touch was firm but careful, his golden eyes locking with hers for the briefest of moments. Despite the chaos, Lani's breath hitched, an unfamiliar heat rising in her chest. She could see the tension in his jaw, the way his body moved with both precision and urgency. He was a warrior, and right now he was all that stood between them and annihilation. Diana's panicked voice cut through her haze. "What's happening?" "Mercenaries," Prax said grimly, grabbing a glowing weapon from his belt. "Hired to stop us. They don't care who gets in their way." Another violent impact rocked the ship. Prax's hand tightened on Lani's arm, pulling her closer as she stumbled. "Stay behind me," he said, his voice low and commanding. Lani nodded, though her pulse raced for reasons that had little to do with the danger outside. The sound of screeching metal filled the air as the mercenaries breached the hull. Boots thundered down the corridors, and within moments, a swarm of heavily armed aliens stormed into the ship. Prax moved like a force of nature, his blade flashing as he met the attackers head-on. Lani couldn't look away. The way he fought, his sharp, precise movements, his unwavering focus, was mesmerizing. She caught herself holding her breath as he dispatched one enemy after another, his golden eyes blazing with intensity. But Lani wasn't just a bystander. Something deep within her stirred, a primal untapped power. When one of the mercenaries charged toward Diana, Lani screamed, but instead of sound, a pulse of energy erupted from her throat. The mercenary was thrown back, crashing into the wall with a deafening thud. Diana gaped. "Lani, what the hell was that?" "I don't know," Lani gasped, her voice shaking. Her eyes darted to Prax, who looked at her with something new, a mixture of awe and understanding. "You're stronger than you think," he said, his voice steady but tinged with admiration. For a moment, Lani felt invincible under his gaze. The fight raged on until the leader of the mercenaries appeared, a tall, imposing alien clad in sleek black armor. He moved with brutal efficiency, cutting through their defenses. Prax charged at him, their blades clashing in a shower of sparks. The air was thick with tension as they fought, each blow harder and faster than the last. Finally, Prax managed to bring the warrior to his knees, his glowing blade hovering at the alien's throat. "Who sent you?" Prax growled. The alien didn't answer, his helmet reflecting the flames of the smoldering corridor. Slowly, Prax reached down and ripped the helmet away. Diana let out an audible gasp, and even Lani felt a strange pull as the alien's face was revealed. He was beautiful, in an otherworldly way. His sharp, angular features were framed by silvery blue markings that glowed faintly in the dim light. His violet eyes, deep and piercing, swept over the room, lingering on each of them with unnerving intensity. Diana stepped forward without thinking, her eyes wide. "Oh my God," she whispered. "He's gorgeous." The alien's lips curled into a faint, amused smirk as his gaze settled on her. "Flattery will get you nowhere, human," he said, his deep voice laced with a hint of mockery. "Diana, stay back," Prax barked, his grip tightening on his weapon. But Diana ignored him, her curiosity and attraction outweighing her caution. "Who are you?" she asked, her voice soft but insistent. The alien tilted his head, his violet eyes gleaming. "Someone you should fear." Before Prax could react, the alien activated a device on his wrist. In a flash of light, he was gone, leaving only the echo of his words behind. For a moment, the room was silent except for the distant hum of the ship's failing systems. Diana finally broke the tension, turning to Lani with wide eyes. "Did you see him? He looked like he walked out of some alien romance holo novel." "That jawline." Lani rolled her eyes but couldn't hide her own conflicted feelings. Her gaze flickered to Prax, who stood stiffly, his expression unreadable. "Diana," Prax said sharply, his voice cutting through the moment. "He's dangerous. Focus." But as he turned, Lani caught a flicker of something in his eyes. Jealousy. The thought sent an unexpected thrill through her. She straightened, forcing herself to focus on the mission. But her mind lingered on Prax's steady presence and the way he had fought for them. Her heart was caught in a confusing tug of war, and she wasn't sure which pull was stronger. The steady, undeniable pull toward Prax, or the haunting memory of those dark golden eyes that had locked onto her soul.
I got this feeling, it's hard to explain.